Welcome to another live stream of the weekly free instant tournament. And let us share the screen and proceed to BBO. As most of you are quite aware, the weekly free instant tournament is offered by BBO every week. And it's updated on Fridays. So if you haven't played these deals yet, you can stop the video and play and maybe compare your thought processes with mine later. And you still have plenty of time since these deals will remain the same until next Friday. Today is Monday, October 23rd. And so let us move to the deals. This is match point scoring, keep that in mind. Sometimes that has an influence in our decisions. And we have a 11 high card point hand. This is a very clear opening bid, even though it has only 11 high card points. Because of the 5 card suit, that's a plus, but mostly because of the ace, king, ace. These are 3 quick tricks. In the history of bridge evaluation, there have been many ideas proposed. The point count, which we use to teach and to play 4 for the ace, 3 for the king, and so on. 4, 3, 2, 1 point count is the most widespread, but there are others. There have been many others during the decades since bridge was created. And quick tricks, which are quite intuitive, you understand what I mean by quick tricks, right? The ace, king, and ace are quick tricks. They are very useful for deciding, for example, whether to open borderline hands or not. And so with 3 quick tricks, ace, king, and ace, and 11 high card points, the only way that you can have 3 quick tricks is ace, king in the same suit and an ace. You should basically always open, even without the 5 card suit. Take away a diamond, put it in spades or clubs, I would open this hand in any position. We are in 3rd position, so after 2 passes, we open lighter. And that's also sound bridge strategy in general. So there's no doubt here that we should open 1 diamond. But we have a minimum bid, and after 3 spades, we have nothing else to contribute. The partner couldn't say anything. We could have a nice contract, especially in diamonds. Very rarely in hearts, since partner didn't open a weak 2 heart bid. But the level is too high. We're just going to defend against 3 spades. So dummy has 9 high card points. We have 11. That's 20. Leaving 20 for the other players, which should be divided. Since we know that partner doesn't have more than 11, he would have opened with 12. So that the declarer has at least 9, maybe more. So 9 to declare, 11 to partner. He used a preempt, so he shouldn't have a lot more than that. So it's probably something like 9 and 11, 10, 10, maybe 11, but a preempt with 11 is already stretching. And so we should hope for something like 10, 10. The other players, partner may have a trump trick. We don't know if the diamonds will survive the 2 diamonds. Partner might have 4 and have refrained from raising because it's a very big, very high level. But we'll see. We'll win the king here. Yeah, the 10. The 10 is the most ambiguous card, because if he didn't play the 10, then let's say he played the 9. Then partner with jack 10 fourth would very likely lead the jack, not the low one. And so we would be quite confident that it wasn't a singleton. As it is, partner with jack 9 6 3 would lead the 3. We play 4th best, the robot, and so he would lead the 3. And so cashing the ace of diamonds is risky at this point. That said, shifting to a club is probably helpful for the declarer. Shifting to a trump might be a good idea. It helps. It's the shift that least helps the declarer. That said, against a human declarer, that would be suspicious. We wouldn't be playing trump from, for example, an honor, typically. Not because we don't do that in general, but because we would be giving the declarer an entry that he might not have. And so against a human declarer, I would be wary of playing a spade here, but against a robot, I think it's the best. Playing it safe, we don't want to crush partners. The robot may have something like king, queen of spades, and ace, jack of clubs to count for his 10 tricks, giving the declarer ace, jack, doubleton of spades, and the queen of clubs. And if we shift to a club, we crush his club. It's very unlikely. But why take the risk? I don't see any rush in playing anything else. Okay, so now, if the declarer roughs, which is likely, yes, now we have safe exits in diamonds from both hands. And the declarer has 6 spade tricks. He started with 7. The suit was distributed 7, 2, 2, 2. So he has 6 spade tricks. And he has another ace, almost certainly. That means the ace of clubs. Or he has the 2 queens. That's another possibility. If he has the 2 queens, then partner would have the king of spades, the ace of clubs, and the jack of diamonds, maybe the jack of clubs as well. So we can discard a diamond here. We don't want to discard clubs. And we don't know who has the queen of hearts still, but let's find out. So the declarer has 2 hearts at least, 1 diamond for sure. Partner is climbing with the ace of clubs. So the declarer has the 2 queens. And the hand is over. That's an interesting exercise, although not very useful for getting tricks. Oh no, partner had a big hand at 11. So we got lucky here. Well, lucky. I don't mean lucky in the sense that we didn't do anything special, but lucky in the sense that partner had that honor that I didn't expect him to have. 11 and 9 was the breaks. And yeah, ace of clubs and a club from partner was a little peculiar, let's say. He might have just ducked and, well, he knew that the declarer should have, from his viewpoint, he already saw 7 spades in the declarer's hand, 1 diamond. And so the declarer couldn't have 3 clubs, because if the declarer had 3 clubs, he would have 2 hearts. And if he had 2 hearts, I would have 5 hearts. So he knew that this wasn't the case. And so it was safe to play the ace, because the declarer wouldn't have queen third of clubs. And so that's a sound defense from him. Ace of clubs, and wait for the last trick, either with the third heart and nothing else. 68%. And then now we have a 17-1-0 trump opening bid. Let's play it. Very weak hand and we are vulnerable. So it's important for us to try to not go down to, so to score at least 6 tricks. We have some hopes of 3 spades and a heart, 4 and a club 5. Other than that, nothing is very clear. The big choices here are between a low spade and the king of clubs. A low spade develops our spade tricks. We'll deck the first trick just because West might decide to shift, and that will help us. But let's say he continues hearts. Low spade establishes our 3 spades, although we don't have that spades are blocked. But if the king of spades is on side, maybe it would be better for us to wait for them to shift to something and try to develop clubs. But developing clubs without a lot of luck, if we get the short jack of clubs, clearly playing clubs is best. But I think that's too much. My inclination is to play on spades. Well, goes offside. That's good. Means that we didn't lose any tempos. Now we have that 6 of clubs even, which is equal to the clubs in dummy. So we should discard from our hand diamonds and clubs from them. If we have 2 more discards to make. 2 more discards. That's annoying. So we'll have to discard a diamond and a club. He's discarding a club here and discarded. 2 clubs have gone. And safest is to play a club, clearly. If he plays a club now, or a spade, we will have to open diamonds from our hand. So we're going down to after all. That said, if we had played the king of clubs, we would have gotten the double to jack of clubs, so it would have been more successful than a spade, maybe. Maybe, but diamonds were also badly placed. And the ace of diamonds was with the hearts. Yeah, playing the king of clubs would clearly have been more successful in this hand. We'd have 3 clubs, 1 heart, 1 spade, 5, and probably better prospects for a 6th trick in spades. Let's see how one of the successful declarers played the hand. Ducked, low spade, hearts discarding, pretty much as we did, and then the ace of diamonds instead of a spade. Very hard to fathom what exactly in the tiny maneuvers with the spots, what did the declarer do to induce this from West. But basically the robot misdefended there and didn't misdefend it in our table. Okay, 11 high card points. That's a very borderline opening hand. I wouldn't open it with some other suits, but I believe in getting hearts in quickly. And all the 2 jacks are really nasty, and the hand has no intermediates. But the problem with passing is that we are probably going to bid something at the 2 level, or be willing to bid something at the 2 level, since somebody's going to bid spades. So I'll open this with trepidation, considering that we are non-vo versus vo. That's also gives us a measure of safety. Now partner is raising hearts with a good hand, and we have a bad hand, so we'll sign off. And partner insisted on game regardless. We have a bad hand that became worse after West is bidding spades behind us, but partner has a very nice hand. And let's see if he'll catch the ace of spades and try to give his partner a ruff. That's good for us, even if he gives his partner a ruff, because that's going to ruff a trick that we wouldn't make on our own steam. So we lost the first 3 tricks. King of clubs from West. Can this guy have ace queen of clubs. Now he wouldn't lead from ace queen of clubs. He wouldn't do that. He shouldn't do that. If that is a doubleton lead, this guy's hand is 6 spades, 2 clubs, 3-2 in the reds. If it is 3 diamonds, we want to ruff a diamond early. If this guy ruffed from the length, he started with 2 hearts, with 3 hearts, and now he has 2. Now hearts are 2-2. We might be able to ruff. The problem is that he will ruff a spade. He will he will promote an honor trick for his partner by ruffing a spade. So in that scenario, if this is the hand, 6 spades, 2 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs, my best shot is to establish diamonds right now and play ace of hearts and a heart, ending in dummy, not ruffing anything else in dummy, and running diamonds after that. That is a clear line. Now, if Wes has 2 diamonds and 3 hearts, can I make it? No. So we have to go for run for daylight. Hope for diamonds 3-3. Nope. And now, if he has 2 hearts, originally, can he have 2 hearts? Then he would have 3 clubs. If he has 3 hearts, there's no way to escape a further loser when we try to ruff a club. He has 3 hearts. And so we'll lose another club, right? There's only 1 trump out. We'll lose another trump. Going down 100. $35. Let's see what people did. 4 hearts down 1. Same bidding. Let's see how they did it. The clubs roughed. King of hearts. Oh, he just gave away the club trick. He played for that one. Right? He will establish a club trick. Roughing diamonds at this point is completely useless because there's no further entries to dummy. And so it's a right play in 3 hearts. In 4 hearts, I'm not so sure, but it is what it is. 1 spade, 1 no trumps. Let's pass and defend 2 spades. We have a nice hand, but no nice intervening bead. It's a interesting 3-card support. Is not common to see that. And Wes opened 1 spade, bidding 2 diamonds. He should be typically 5-4, 2-2, maybe 3-1 with a singleton club. If it is a singleton club, he has a singleton honor. Part that doesn't have king, queen, jack, for sure. And the duck. The duck means, let's continue hearts here. A low one. Let's leave him to his devices. Okay, so now we know that he might have 5-3-3-2. People do bid 2 diamonds with that. But in that case, if the king of clubs is on side, I don't think we can prevent him from scoring it. If he has a double king of clubs. No, it's double king jack and partner has king queen. Okay, good. Let's put him in his hand. His hand is definitely 5-3-3-2. And so let's try to ruff a diamond before we play our last club. Should we rough this? Probably yes. I don't see any downside to it. Right? No downside at all. We get our second spade trick. That's down 3. And pawn had 10. We might have gotten, well, 53%. It's a very normal result, and we didn't do anything brilliant in the defense. We just cashed all our tricks. So it's a very mediocre tournament so far. But I played 2 spades from north-south. That's worth checking to see how can that happen. Okay, it's a misbid. And now we have 13 high-card points, so 1 spade opening there. Interesting. Very interesting situation here. In match points, thinking of passing is always tempting. It's not as if we have a great alternative here. That said, we have a very weak hand, not very rich in defensive tricks. If we had the lead, if we could lead a diamond with something different, I would pass in that case. But he may give up a trick in the lead by leading a diamond, for example. And so, no, I will just rebid my spades here. They are chunky enough, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. If he has 6 hearts, then he would score at least 5 hearts and 2 diamonds, 7. So that's 100. If we get 110, we're going to be fine. If we get that. We have a heart stopper. Did you notice that 9 and the 8 appeared? All our hearts are high. So if we can draw trumps at this point and run clubs, we are happy. Should we finesse in trumps in the second round, spade to the king and spade to the 10? Should we do this? It's very likely that this guy, even if he's short in clubs, which he apparently is, he shifted to a club. Why would he do that? He should have some length in diamonds. Diamonds are not 7-1, something like that. So he is short in spades. Short meaning not 4, but he might have 3-6-3-1, 3 spades, 6 hearts, 3 diamonds in a club, or 2. I think it's too big a position. Let's just cash our spade tricks and hope. At least they weren't 5-1. He has the 4 spades. Okay. So now what we should do is clearly to give up the spade trick. We have 4 spades at this point, 4 spade tricks and 3 clubs, 7. And if we can get a heart trick, that will be 8. So we give him the trick. We can discard the jack of hearts. That will probably induce him to establish our 10 of hearts. That's the goal here. Okay, 10 of hearts established. Now he'll cash a diamond, but the rest is ours. Late, my friend. 78%. Let's see what other people did. 3 clubs, 4 spades. Somebody did have the guts to pass into hearts double, but yeah, got only 50%. He would have 4 hearts. He'd probably be able to ruff a spade in dummy. Nah, it's not easy for him to get 7 tricks, giving only 5 hearts with West. Okay, board number 6. We have 16 high card points, a textbook double, and a textbook raise to 4 corners showing some values. We have extras. We have a nice heart fit, but that's a 4 heart bid. And our hands are fitting well. Ace, king, and ace opposite the little cards there. And so we should be mostly cross rough this hand, mostly. If diamonds are 5. Oh, aha. They are 5-1. Now it's risky for us to rough a low diamond. We have 11 very easy tricks at this point, right? A trump to our hand, low diamond roughed, finish drawing trumps, and give the ace of diamonds. That's 11. But should we aim at 12? He's having 5 diamonds. If we rough twice in our dummy, we will still have the club finesse or a squeeze actually against East. East has the ace of diamonds and the king of diamonds and the king of spades. Does he have a doubleton king of spades and the queen of clubs? It's making it risky for me to rough the spade now. But if he has a doubleton king of spades, he has the queen of clubs for sure, right? Because he would have only 10 high card points otherwise. Ace king, 5th of diamonds, king of spades. So maybe we can rough a spade high and check. That looks good. Okay, now we have the jack of spades is another trick. There are no guarantees that the queen of clubs is on side because this guy has already 12. If we can induce him to play the ace of diamonds in this trick, or we can just draw trumps if trumps are 2-2. East would have 3, 2, 5, 3. It's a very possible hand. Draw trumps, finesse, and looks like the best way to do it. Heart, no discard here. The 9 of hearts. Would he play the 9 from a doubleton? Because if he wouldn't, now I have a cross rough again. If he has 3, 1, 5, 4. I have to choose between 3, 1, 5, 4 or 3, 2, 5, 3. And why would he play the 9? To induce me to choose wrongly? No, the robot doesn't think that deeply. Well, if he has 3, 2, 5, 3, and the queen of clubs, I can ruff clubs now. Ace and king of clubs and a club ruff. High with the king. And if the queen appears, then I draw trumps ending in dummy. If the queen does not appear, I have roughly the same play, the same decision to make. I can no, I will left without an entry to the jack of diamonds in that scenario. Would that be one of Trump opening hand? King, queen, ace, king, and a queen. Well, it would for me with a 5-card suit, but probably not for the robot. And haven't seen him opening one of Trump with 14, even very nice 14 as this would be king, queen, third, doubleton, ace, king, fifth, and a queen, third. I'll trust the 9 with reputation and cash the jack of spades. If it survives, then I have a cross ruff. Okay. Cross ruff time. Okay, 96. That's more like it. 20 high card points and a nasty hand to reverse with so much stuff in the meters. So this is a 2-no Trump opening bid off shape, but reasonable to me. After the double, I don't know if he will understand redouble. I will just pass. And that's a retransfer. So, right, that's what he means. So I will oblige. At some point, I have to do what he's asking me to do. That's surprising, very surprising, but maybe we are screwed and Wes has like fantastic. That looks like the case, but we have 25 high card points. If Wes has something like king, jack, fifth, or hearts, we are in bad shape anyway. So East has very nice diamonds. We don't want to mess with clubs, with trumps, if trumps are stacked against us. We want to rough diamonds and dummy. And to slip by at least one club trick before we do that. And maybe even some spade tricks as well. Spades. Discarding a club. We need those diamond ruffers. Wow. 6 spades and the 3 diamond double. That means that ace jack of clubs are offside for us. And almost certainly a void in diamonds. So he has 6 hearts, 2 spades, and no, he can't have 5 clubs. He has to have at least 1 diamond. Two diamonds. The guy. Okay, we will score the 10 of hearts. And that's it. Down to 7%. That's not like it. Let me see how people handle this. They didn't open 2-no trumps most likely. But why? Well, people are bidding 3 hearts over the double. and not getting double four hearts. That makes no sense to me. All of these four hearts undoubled make no sense to me at all. And those who open one club hit the jackpot. That's still not what I would recommend with that hand. And now we have to finish our not so great tournament today. With no trump. So let's open with a better minor. We might pass here, but 4-3-3-3, I prefer to try to play in no trumps. Well, I try. Five club tricks. Very nice shift. If it's queen jack. No, the robot will probably play the queen, but it looks like this guy's longing clubs for a shift from 9 of hearts. Well, now we have only a diamond and a heart. I think the jack of hearts is offside. But there's nothing better to do. He certainly wouldn't have played like that with a jack 9 of hearts doubleton. There's no reason for him to do it. Yeah, jack 9 third. 75%. We climbed up a little bit to 56, but still no, not even bronze medals today. Anyway, I hope this was enjoyable for you as it was for me. Is enjoyable a word? I don't know. If you enjoyed it, I hope that this was helpful too. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.